look, man, we're on another episode of the Coach's Corner, man. We got a special guest, Coach Andrew Bates, man, the offensive line coach at Texas College. I'm glad that you're on. We got to chop it up. We got to meet each other, man, this past January at the Dream Bowl. Really got to know each other, man. So I want to get you on. I wanted to answer the most commonly asked questions I get from parents, man. And I want you to be real. I want you to be authentic. I don't need none of this cookie cutter nonsense, dog. Let these parents know, look, this is what it is, bro. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then also I need to give you a shout out to for connecting us with Coach Jackson, man. I know he wasn't able to make it yesterday, but he was able to FaceTime the group.
Okay.
Get out there. I know he said he's going to be coming out. I know you guys are coming out to the game. So, man, I appreciate y'all doing that for our players and whatnot. But other than that, man, let's get started this way. Tell us about yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? What crazy antics do you have? Because you are O-line coach. O-line coaches, man, y'all a little wild. You know what I'm saying? But man, tell us about yourself.
Cool. Andrew Bates, my name, man. Played from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Played high school ball in Pine Bluff. Got freshman year, would have been at the University of Arkansas, Pine Bluff. Tore up my shoulders, man. Didn't get a chance to finish that college career like I wanted to. So, coaching is the closest thing you can get to still being in the game. So, man, fell in love with coaching. Been coaching ever since. This is probably like my, 7th year now coaching. And, man, I love it. Growing up, I was a fat kid, so O-line was my thing. By the time I got to, freshman in high school, lost a lot of weight. I was hooping. I played sports all year round, lost a lot of weight. So I was always playing both sides of the ball. So then I started playing linebacker, DB. I was getting recruited to play linebacker. I would have been strong safety in college. So when I got out of college, back to offense, got back to my roots, back to my fundamentals, the fat kid.
Yeah.
Man, love this thing, man. Love this game. For me, it's more than the X's and O's. It's an opportunity for me to be able to mentor these young men, man, and use the platform, use the game, to help young men, like they did with me. I think
I love it, man.
Coaches had a coach that helped us. So
I love it. I love it.
Just trying to give back.
I love it. So shoot, man, let's get into it. So everybody grows up wanting to be an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for the people,
baby.
Right. So
real
for the people,
position.
Right. Thank you. So for the people that don't understand that the offensive defensive line is nothing but the heartbeat of the team, that for the people that really don't understand that, to those kids that want to embrace the tight end position, because if you can't be the wide out and you're a bigger guy, you want to be the tight end. Right.
Yeah.
So for those guys, man, that are transitioning to the offensive line position, all right, what would you tell them? You know what I mean? You work constantly daily with the offensive linemen. You understand that they're the heartbeat of the offense, really, of the team, O&D line. Why is it important, man, to be able to funnel your focus into playing that left tackle, that guard, that center, whatever that is? Why is it important to be that offensive lineman?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this: lineman, being an offensive lineman, it's just not a position; it's a mentality. You got to have this mentality. I'm about to move a man against his will. You got to have a bullet mentality, dog. I mean, you just don't play offensive lineman just to play a position. You play with a mentality. And I think some of the better O-linemen are those guys who buy in to the mindset of playing offensive lineman. And specifically to your question, it's skill in this. We're not just showing you who to block, but we're showing you how to block. And when you really buy into the technique, I think that's what separates the good coaches from average coaches, being able to coach a kid technique and how to move that man against his will.
I love it, man. The mentality, we got to chop it up a little bit, man, at the Dream Bowl, but we always speak about the mentality. Yeah, you gotta have a little certain something to you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
bully ball is what I call it.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Straight up, you gotta have that thing to you. So now, when we get into it, man, so we talk about the offensive lineman, we understand the importance of it. What are you looking for though in those players? All right, so everybody talks about technique, size, all that stuff. We understand that, but as an offensive line coach, this is what I do for a living. I am looking for this certain type of guy. What is that? And what is that recruiting process for, specifically for the offensive line?
Number one, coachable. Got to be coachable. Can you listen? Will you listen? Will you take and accept teaching? Will you accept and take critical criticism?
Yep.
Number two, physical wise, I'm looking for good feet. I'm looking for a guy that can move, that's agile. Did he play basketball? Did he play some baseball? He can move his feet. The days are kind of gone of just having that big kid that's just big, fat, sloppy, and just can't move. You know what I mean? Back when I was playing, if you was the biggest thing and he can't play, go down and play offensive line. No, it's not like that. We want a guy. If I'm recruiting a guy, I want a kid that looks like he's number 50 when he played basketball. You remember the big kid?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah. I want that kid.
Yep.
Yeah, I want that
exactly.
kid. With a number 50, number 54 in basketball. So I'm looking for a kid, and I'm at the NAIA level, you know what I mean? But still, I'm looking for a kid that's at least 6'2". That's small at my level, but I want a kid that's kind of rangy with arms. If I'm looking at offensive tackle. If I'm looking at offensive tackle, I want a guy at the minimum 6'3". 6'3", he's rangy, get off the ball. It don't take much film watching to see if a guy can move. So if a young kid is training to be offensive lineman, he need to be training agiles. He need to be doing agility drills, jump ropes, things of that nature. Of course, we want them strong, and then just flat out nasty. Are you nasty? When I look on the film, are you moving a guy against his will? Are you being nasty? You knocking a man down? Are you helping him back up? We don't want you to help him back up. Finish him.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Hey man, don't do this.
Hey,
you get me hype now, coach. Don't do this now.
This is what I do, dog. Hey, you get me fired up.
Hey man, I love it. See, people got to understand, like, in order to play football, you got to be a little bit off your rocker. You
got to be a little off.
So I give my wife like a little bit of credit. She don't need to get a whole bunch, but we are a little off, right? Because man, it's imposing my will against yours. I'm out to dominate you, dog, and I love that, man. Look, so a couple things.
All right.
I like how you mentioned NAIA level. Okay, I really want to get into that. But before we get into that,
all right,
let's talk about recruiting. Okay, so man, look, everybody. Here's the number one thing I run into as a coach on the high school level, as a coach that's creating a new lane with my national team that's trying to get these kids exposure. We've talked about it before.
You're doing a great job, too, coach.
Man, thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Is getting the parents to fully understand what recruiting is now. And that's been the hardest battle. And one of the best quotes I heard in a long time, I can't remember who said it, but ignorance is a choice in this world today. You got Google, you got all the social media stuff educating people on things. And it's like, yet we still don't understand how this works. Transfer portal, what schools look for. All right. So as a coach, when we break down this recruiting process, what is the process of a college coach? And to backdoor that question, what do the parents really need to understand? Like, what is the truth behind this thing?
I will say
to get these parents to be like, hey man, know this. What is that?
This is what I need to know. I need every parent to know, especially in this day and time with the transfer portal and all this. There's a good chance that your son is not D1. I'm just being honest. I'm just being. When you said be real.
Ooh, you hurt feelings. Hey man. Hey, you the coach. I'm just listening. That's all I'm doing.
I'll tell people, everybody think they're D1 until a D1 body show up.
Yep.
Especially if we're talking about offensive linemen, But across the board, what I can say is this. Right now, everybody is really a feeder system. The Division 2s is a feeder for the Division 1s. D3s is a feeder for the Division 3. NAIA, we are a feeder for everything else going up. JUCOs, so on and so forth. I would say this: don't have your feelings hurt if your champion or the person that you've seen in the school that you've seen in your eyes or in your mind don't come and get you right out of high school. I think Coach Prime, he's letting it be known. This is really how a lot of colleges are. They are taking guys who have been proven at the college level. They the transfer portal.
Yes.
So if a school, it's kind of like that girl. Go with the girl that's liking you. You was eyeing that girl, but she wasn't eyeing you. She was eyeing somebody else. Go get the girl that wants you.
Hey man, I used that example the other day. Oh, my fault, man. I need to be quiet, dog. I need to let you talk, dog. My fault, man.
Go get the one that's eyeing you. And here's the thing: when you get there, ball out. Ball out when you're there. Dominate there. You know what I mean? We all, when I say we, from the coaches on, we all would love to be at that big program and all that. I'm just being real. But we gotta dominate the day where we are. I tell my coaches, that's on the staff with me, I tell my players all that. If I won't do it with Nick Saban when he was at Alabama, why would I do it here? If I would do it there, so that's my filter. If I would do something at Alabama, I would do it here. If I wouldn't do something there, I wouldn't do it here.
Right.
So exactly. You just gotta have that mind frame. Wherever I am, I'm going to give it 110%.
You know what? You just made me think about something. Now, I know the answer to this, but I need you to break it down. So 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old will get it, parent will get it. How transactional is this thing? So I know you mentioned Coach Prime, right? So he talked about guys getting in and out, transfer portal. You hear the mercenary term a lot. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Like, how transactional is this thing from a coach's perspective? All right, I'm the coach. I'm the one recruiting. I'm the one bringing you in the building.
Yeah.
This is what it is. So when we talk about the transactional aspect of it, what does that look like?
So I'll say this. My livelihood, okay? Whether my
I already know where you're going, Coach.
Coach, whether my wife eats steak and potatoes or bologna and cheese depends upon this young man that I'm recruiting, dog. I mean, I need your work. I'm at the point now where if I'm recruiting a kid, and that's another thing I would tell high school coaches, please start taking attendance in your off-season workouts. And I want to see how many workouts have. Okay, coach, I know you really like Johnny. You really want to get him recruited, so you may exaggerate, but I want to see some documentation. You know what I mean? Has this man missed workouts in the summers?
Yep.
Has he missed workouts over in the spring? Because when I get him here, I don't need no kid that's going to fold. I don't need a kid, and when we having 5 and 6 a.m. workouts, he think it's optional. Man, I need you the strongest as possible. I need you to have the most endurance as possible for when we get in season, we can get these dubs. You see what I'm saying? So, transactional, man, I love you up. I'm going to love the kids that I recruit. That's just what it is. We're going to have a relationship. But at the same time, I tell my kids all the time, dog, this ain't personal. This is business. I love you, dog. I'm going to love you when I see you on campus, but you can't play for me. I just and everybody that I coach, all my kids that I know, all my kids that know me know that's how I roll. I just tell them, man, you know me. I'm gonna have love for you. I'm gonna dap you up. It's gonna always be love. But okay.
But I knew it was coming. There you go.
I don't remember that Jamie Foxx episode. Hire your tail, fire you. That's just what it is. I don't have no favorites.
Man.
It's business though. It's business.
Yeah,
and I let them know it's business. But then too, coach, I always put everything in perspective to the real world. That's how the real world operates.
Yes.
What have you done for me lately? If you're on a sales team, if you're working for Microsoft, if you're working for a sales company, you could have had the top sales last 2 months. But if you've been in the slump for the last 3 months, they looking to replace you. So I let them know, man, everything that I do and everything that we do, I always try to, show real world examples.
Man, I love it because that's exactly what I'm trying to get these kids to understand. I'm on their head about practice. If a coach asks me about you, I need you to understand I'm going to tell them the truth.
Please.
Because I'm not about to sully my name for you.
I'm telling you right now, coach, it's about two schools right now in a certain direction I'm not going back to.
Right.
I'm not.
Straight up.
Because they sold me a dream, coach.
Man, and look, and you talk about the attendance and all this, man, look.
Yeah.
What the hardest thing I'm trying to get the player and parent.
Yeah.
And parent to understand is all that is brought into the evaluation process.
Yes.
Like, I don't know how many conversations I've had with coaches like yourself
Mm-hmm.
and parents where I'm like, look, I understand that you got to work that job. I get it. And that makes sense, but you signed up for this.
Right.
And that coach is looking at you because more than likely, or not more than likely, you are the number one influence to the child right now.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
They're seeing a reflection of what the future is going to be based on you.
Right.
All right. And so, man, just like you said, trying to prepare them for the real world. And that's one of the things, man, I think a lot of that we've done as coaches, well, at this level, I'm talking about our level.
Right.
The high school level, where we let them down, like, man, you're going into a world where it's business now.
Yeah.
Y'all wanted the NIL, y'all wanted the bag, okay. Y'all want to transfer, okay.
Let me say this.
Go ahead, coach.
Yeah. So, and this is another thing, okay. Kids off the rip be wanting a scholarship, but I say, well, how much is a scholarship? How much is a scholarship? How much does it cost to go to my? So at my school, total cost of attendance is $18,000. All right,
Okay.
that's $9,000 per semester. I want a scholarship. We want to. Well, have you put in $20,000 worth of work?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you at another school, if you at a school where it's 50,000, are you putting in $50,000 worth of work? You know, so you had to put it in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
What have you been doing to warrant the bag? You know what I'm saying? Everybody think about that NIL bag, but it's a bag going into college, which brings me really to my next point: grades.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many kids that I've gotten and had opportunity to recruit, and they really should be playing on a whole different level, but grades have messed them up. I'll tell any parent, any student, 9th grade, when you moving from 8th grade to 9th grade, it's imperative. That freshman year, if you think you want to play college, if you got college anywhere on your radar, that 9th grade is important, because a lot of times that 9th grade year and that 10th grade year come back to bite them, because going from 10th grade to 11th grade, they start liking it a little bit more. They body changes a little bit more. Oh, I got a future in this thing. But they didn't kind of screw around 9th grade, 10th grade year. You see what I'm saying? So now their grades kind of messing them up. So,
boy, that's good, man. I've never heard it put in that perspective before. You're the first one that's broken down in 9th grade. I'm about to steal that, coach, and I'm about to start telling my kids that all day long. I love that one.
I coached high school ball for 5 years here in the DFW area. You know, so I've seen it where they come in, they the pups on campus. They just trying to fit in. You know. They kind of just trying to be cool, and their grades is going down the toilet.
Wow. All right. So look, so now I like that, man. Let's transition to this. So we're talking about NAIA. So you brought that up, okay?
Yeah.
And I love how so let's speak to the level of NAIA football, how competitive it is, how there's dogs out there. And what would you say, and let's add to that question, what would you say to parents who think that the NAIA level is below their child? What would you say about both? So we talked the competitive part and then the parent part.
All right. So it's dogs everywhere, and there's pups everywhere in each level. You know what I mean? You know, D1 to the NAIA, there's some people that fell through the cracks that you know, and then there's some real dogs that left at each level as well. This is what I would say about that at the NAIA level. Sometimes, and I've seen it, we got some kids that's, if they was 3 or 4 inches taller, they would be nowhere near our program. Just facts. I got a lineman right now. If he was 6 foot anything, and he makes good grades and all that, if he was 6 foot anything, he'd be a Division I program. He got the work ethic, he got the dog, he got the technique. He was coached well at his high school.
Yeah.
Boy is solid. If he was 6 foot anything, he'd be, you know, he probably wouldn't be at our level. But anyway, this is what I'll say to that. If you do not think the NAIA level is where you should be, show me. Show me. Show me, dog.
Hey, man, you gonna make me go past these 20 minutes. I'm loving this conversation right now. My fault, man. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, Coach. Go ahead.
These are the conversations that I have with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Show me. If you don't think this level is for you, all right? Well, are you one of the first ones there? Are you even there at a 5 or 6 a.m. workout? Because if you are at Notre Dame, you at Texas A&M, if you are anywhere else, we're going to be having these workouts in the mornings. We're going to be having these film sessions. We're going to have tutorials. See, they think it's just about the film. It's on and off the field. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then also this, like I said previously, you get in here, you become all district, all American at this level. All right, we got coaches. Coaches know coaches. Just because I'm at the NAIA level, that don't mean that I don't know. I can't tell you. I can pick up my phone right now and call Brad Davis, LSU coach, the offensive line coach at LSU. I can pick up my phone right now.
Brad Davis was at Texas A&M when I was there. He was the GA O-line coach, man.
Hello. I can call Alonzo Carter, that's now at Arizona. I can call Coach Hampton, that's at the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. I can call Coach Dooley right now, that's now the OC at I think is it Grambling? At Grambling.
At Grambling, yep.
That's just my few little connections. Coach Jackson played in the NFL, played in arena ball, played for Coach Mike Leach. Coach right now, part-time, sometime with Bob Stoops. Come on, man. So my thing is, I heard a coach tell me this one time, and I've seen it since. You take care of the game, you do right by the game will bless you.
Yep.
Just wherever you are, it don't matter if you're a coach or if you're a player. Do right by the game, and the game going to find a way to bless you.
Man, okay. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time for going a little bit past.
You good, man? I got some time.
I got to do this. All right. So, a couple things I want to touch on that point. I always tell kids, don't burn the bridges when it comes to the relationships. All right. So let's go player parent first. And when I say the NIA level and something that is below, no, to your point, ball out where you are, and you never know, you can elevate as a coach. Our goal is to watch you succeed. See, I don't think a lot of people understand that. And if you leave Texas College, for example, and let's say you go to Texas, okay, let's throw in. No, I was a part of that journey. I'm happy. I did what I wanted to do. You see what I'm saying?
Your success as a player is my success as a coach.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. All right. So to that point, okay, and we talking about building the relationships moving forward. Okay. Yeah. When we talk about that transition, let's go back to this point with the parents. When you're looking at, let's just go NIA, let's focus on the NAIA level. Looking at those relationships, what are the qualities that you're looking for within those players? So, of course, they got to be a dog when they get onto the field. They got to understand the workload and level. They got to understand leveraging their relationships. Speak to this. What are the qualities of a player that you're looking for in order to even advocate for a guy at another level potentially, right? And what are those traits, man, that those players need to understand when it comes to leveraging relationships? Like you said, if the game is good to you, the game, or if you're good to the game will be good back to you.
Yep.
How can a parent leverage those things in order to position themselves in the correct way?
Sure. So work goes a long way. And I'm just seeing it right now. I'm seeing it with kids that's coming in. Everybody don't really want to put in that work. And I'm not trying to sound like that old school coach that's trying to say, well, back in my day, I ain't trying to say that. I'm just trying to say, be genuine about what you want. You see what I'm saying? If you say you want a certain level, understand that comes with a certain type of commitment to work.
Yes.
So before I can put my name on you to another coach, I got to know that you're 100% committed. And how do I know that you're 100% committed? You're not missing workouts. You are doing what you need to do in the classroom, so academically, I can get you into their school. Because at the end of the day, this is school. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're like that, even if you're like that on the field, if you're messing around in the classroom, I can't get you on their campus because of school. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
So being committed, man, to learning the scheme. When I go on the huddle, here's a news flash for those of you that may be watching, don't know.
You're going to do it. Oh, he's going to do it. Oh, he's going to do it. Okay, go ahead, Coach. We ready.
I can't go into huddle and see how much film you've been watching. I mean, I got guys on there, they haven't even registered. This not even like there's no time on that deal whatsoever. So now when we out there teaching, you wondering why you don't know this, or Are they moving too fast? The game slowed down a whole lot when you're watching a little film. I'm just being honest.
Yep.
You know where guys are. You know where they're supposed to be. But what I'm looking for, get back to your question, I'm looking for a guy that's going to work hard, coach. Going to be where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there. And then having good attitudes. Good attitudes, being where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there, putting in the work. If you do just to sit, we ain't talking about the extra yet. Do what is required. Do what is required and do it with a good attitude, coach.
Okay, I just thought about a question. Man, this is a good conversation, man. God, dog, I blame you for time running over, man. It's your fault. Okay, so I know that you have kicked players off the team before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As a coach, the kid got to this level. So we're not even talking about the kids trying to get there. We're talking about the kids that are there.
Right.
And you said, you know what? I can't do it anymore.
Right.
I've tried. I've given you this. I've given you that. For the kids that will make it to that level.
Yeah.
What are the things now? Like, I'm telling you right now, y'all, if you do this, you are gone. And I'm not giving you any second chances. But give some insight into what a coach looks for. Past the recruiting, you're on campus right now. You're in my building. You're in my meeting room. Now you do this, we out. What is that general thing that you would tell the players and parents?
Number one, stealing. We're not going to put up with stealing from your teammates.
Okay.
Any criminal, let's just say this, any criminal activity, stuff that you can get, go to jail for, you know.
Right.
But other than that, you know, missing workouts. You keep missing workouts. I mean, and we lenient in our play. We're lenient because we're trying to keep kids, we're trying to keep numbers and all that.
Yep.
At a certain time, you're showing me, you're telling me that you no longer want to be a part of this program. We really never kick a kid off. It's really the kid that kicks himself off. Because if you keep missing workouts, if you keep missing meetings, you're telling me without telling me, I don't want to play football, coach. Well, we're just going to help you make that decision. And we're going to get you on out to play. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. In high school, you have athletic period. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, you're going. Unless that one or two kid that always got a dentist appointment. Like I said, I did high school, so you got that one kid always got a dentist appointment, or my sister.
Yes.
I got my sister. I got to be home with you got that kid. But for the most part, they're going to be there. When you are at college, you got that option whether to sleep in or not. And then two, all the things that come along with college. You got to understand that when you get to college as a freshman, the stuff that you heard about college, all that extra, that does not apply to you. the partying, the Greek life, all of that does not apply to you. A lot of football players don't even play it because football team is their fraternity.
That's the fraternity.
That's your fraternity. So, you know, you want to miss spring ball because you want to be on the spring line and all that. You're going to have to make up your mind, or either you can't get up and make 5 a.m. workouts because you want to kick it all night. You got to understand, especially when you first get on campus, you belong to the football team. That's just the football team is your college for right now. It's own pocket on campus. You know, so whatever party y'all gonna do, y'all better be playing the game in the dorm and all that. And then at a certain time, if y'all gonna go out, y'all better go out to Walmart and get you some Powerade and some Gatorade and come on back to the dorm. That's your outing. And you get so you get up.
Yeah.
I think some of them don't understand that college life and what they've been thinking about it and what they heard, it doesn't apply to you.
Right.
It doesn't apply to you as an athlete.
Right. Love it. Well, shoot, man. Let's end on this. What about Texas College? All right. So I don't ever want to have a coach on here and not give them the opportunity to explain where they're at is one of the best places you could be. Yeah. And I know, man, like a lot of times I like to send guys to good people and being able to connect with you, man, and all that stuff when we did back in January. Good people, send the people that will elevate, develop, get them ready for life. But if we're talking about Texas College, man, why guys need to come to Texas College, why they need to play, what would you tell them, man?
Man, first of all, we have coaches that care. Man, to your point about kicking kids off, we've got some kids that probably should be gone. But, man, we're doing all we can to love on them kids, talk to them, give them every chance we can to get them to get right. because we see the potential in them. So
Yeah,
we got,
yeah.
first of all, we got coaches that care. Then next, we got coaches that have major connections. Our head coach, he's coached somewhere everywhere, Division I. He played in the league. Our DC, he's coached D1 ball. He's coached high school ball in Louisiana, been a multi-state champion. He has connections all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
We have a place where you can come, play ball, and be legendary. And what I mean by that, we've had some struggles in our past. Man, we are about 3 to 4 O linemen and about 5 D linemen away from being a solid football team. Because we got the guys on the outskirts. We need them trench dogs. You know what I mean? We get to be a whole different situation. So here it is. Why you come to us? You come to us to get an opportunity to play ball right now. Get some college game film tape. And if you really like that, we're not no haters. We're gonna sing you on. We're gonna sing you up the ladder. You know, because your success, is my success.
Right.
So you come here, you get the opportunity to compete, get on the field immediately, get some college coaching film. And I'll say this, Coach, before we get off. High school film and college film is two different things. College coaches now, they want to see, like I say, when we started off, we was talking about we're a feeder program. Every level is a feeder program. That Division II team, they want to see you. How are you in college? So if you think if you want to get to that D2, that D1, come here. Come here. You a dog? Come here. Put it on film. Good things happen.
Yeah.
Good things happen.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, look, man, I appreciate the time, man. I'm going to cut it off now. We at 35 minutes right now, so I blame you. It's your fault, but it's okay. But look, man, I appreciate the time, man. It's Coach Bates on the Coach's Corner. Is there any last message that you would say to anybody, man? If anybody's discouraged, they feel like the recruiting process is screwing them over, or they're feeling overlooked, what would you tell those kids?
It's on you. It's on you. And what I mean by that is go wherever you can play. Fall in love with the game again. Go back to your 6, 7, 8-year-old self, man, when you just was happy to put on the pads. Go put on the pads. Whoever love you, whoever show you love, go to that school, ball out in the classroom, do your best, on the field, and then do your best in the classroom and watch good things happen.
Love it, man. Love it. Well, shoot, man, I look forward to seeing you guys here soon, especially at the game on the 27th. We'll rock out from there, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Coach.